Yep.
Do they give advice on the Wall Street Journal?
Apparently they
Apparently
do.
not.
Well, happy Tuesday, everybody.
Six o'clock.
I feel like
Yep.
I feel like we're off to the right start today. Shenanigans is the energy of success. Do you believe me? Look at me, right? But guys, like yesterday's conversation. We're gonna jump into today's wins, and then we're gonna jump into yesterday's challenges. So, some wins, please, other than Maggie knowing she's got a sweet a Maggie van.
I close on my new build today.
Caitlin closes today. Woo! That was a high.
My buyer's under contract.
Way to go, Serena, under contract. Woo!
Converted a $1 million listing lead from an internet lead yesterday.
Way to go, Jim, on new leads. Woo!
I have 2 referrals out.
Way to go, Fabi, on the referrals out. Woo!
Oh, you're gonna help my uncle list his house in Orange County, and I have a client. He wants to purchase his brother's house that passed away in Indiana. So I'm helping with that this morning.
Helping family out. Woo! Joanne, when you tell wins, please stop looking down.
Okay.
And Joanne, I'm trying to get a hold of a lead that I'm trying to send to you in San Diego.
Oh, nice. Send them my way.
I met them in Pismo and
Oh,
CPA.
Pismo?
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, I'll take it. Did you eat that soup, that chowder?
I had a couple different chowders.
Oh.
All right. Look at all the wins this morning, guys.
I know.
I
I
got a
have
win.
one. I have one for over the weekend.
What you got?
Bye. I did an open house this weekend, in Green Valley, and I had 3 neighbors show up, but one of them was thinking about selling their house, and I asked if they talked to anybody or what they would like list their house for, and they said no. But I ended up going over to her house and doing a CMA. But she's gonna list her house like at the end of the year, and she has like an issue going on where she ended up buying the house and it said the solar was paid off, and now 3 years later her solar got locked, and the solar company is now harassing her saying that she owes a ton of money because apparently it was leased. So
Run me back on that. Did she buy it traditionally through a title company?
yes,
I was going to ask that.
yeah,
That-
she is.
That
And
sounds like a title insurance issue.
well, she's been calling she went through Fidelity, and they've basically kind of just been wiping their hands and telling her she needs to file a report, and there's really nothing they could do until they investigate.
Who did she file the report with?
Fidelity?
I feel like that's what she just did. I called you. I'm reporting it. File it.
No, they told her just to do it online, and she keeps calling them because it's been a couple of weeks and she hasn't heard anything.
Wow. Yeah, that's a screw up on their end, because if there was a UCC against the house, or if there was no UCC against the house, then the lease was on the old sellers, I'd go back against the solar. I would advise your client that they could probably seek out some legal support on this, because there's a lot of predatory issues with solar right now. And the lawyers that are going after them are vicious. So
Yeah, she
elderly abuse.
they won't even tell her anything because it's underneath the previous owner's name. Like she can't get any information unless she like pays it. Like they literally don't want to talk to her unless they pay it. And also too, the previous owners died, so she has no way of like contacting anybody.
Yeah.
Mm.
There's always somebody.
Yeah, so I told her to send me like her like contract, and hopefully I could like get in touch with somebody, kind of like help her out. But I don't know, she is very stressed out, so I felt bad.
Super stressed. Well, let's table that. Text me later. I'm gonna see if I can't find you the contact information that my buddy was using to go after some people for her clients. So that is something we can help with, is directing them to a source. We are the source of the source, are we not? Yes, Dan, yes. Yes. All right. I asked you guys on Friday a very pointed question. What was it?
About what we're gonna do this month.
Yesterday or-
in August.
Okay, Sheldon, again, please.
Better improve on.
What are you going to do different this month to make it a win that you didn't do last month? Yesterday, we talked about being different. Being different helps you stand out in a crowd. Being different doesn't mean wearing purple shirts and mohawks and pink pants and lifted trucks. No, that's ego. That's not being different. Being different means showing up, responding, following up, doing the extra work. Being different does not mean being difficult. Being different does not mean changing who you are. Being different just means being better than the people you're competing against. Be different. Why would they choose you? So, what are you going to do differently now? Sheldon, since you remembered the question, I imagine you've got an answer for me.
Indeed. Well, as you all know, I've been doing open house frenzies since the start of the month. So that's what I'm doing different this month, is open houses. I'm also gonna start becoming efficient on the sales side of things so that Chase and Jenny can sign off on me working with sellers, ideally in the next couple of weeks. I don't know how long it normally takes. And to stand out differently, I'm going to try to bring over my Ritz-Carlton, what's it called? Luxury standard and expectations, and just bring that into the real estate world the best I can.
Okay. Let me ask you this. Why do people go to the Ritz-Carlton and not Hilton?
They always tell us it's for the service.
Wait. Do you guys hear that? Did he sound convinced?
No.
They always tell us it was because of this. No, Sheldon, why do people go to the Ritz-Carlton and not the Hilton?
They go to the Ritz for the service, guys.
Aren't they just down the street from each other?
Yeah, but
Don't they both have access to a golf course? Don't they have high-level luxury resort spa and accommodations?
Yep, but they don't have our service.
But they don't have the service. They do not have the level of intensity around client experience.
Or status.
How do you think they got the status, Jim? There's no songs about the Hilton, right? But there is a song about the Ritz. Because when you feel blue and you don't know what to do. Anyone else know the song?
We're old, buddy.
Putting on the Ritz.
Putting on the Ritz. Service, man. I've been talking about this for months, right? To save them time, to serve them better, and to maximize their budget. That's what people are looking for. So that's one thing Sheldon's going to do differently, is he's going to remember that it's about the guest experience, the service, the excellence. I had a conversation yesterday with one of the agents on the call. You know who you are. What's the difference between a $100,000 buyer and $1 million buyer?
$900,000.
Right? Is there a difference? It's their expectation of service. That's it. That's literally it. They're not better than you. They're not, above you. They're nothing but a different level of experience. Why do people drive Rolls Royces and not Hyundais? And if you drive a Hyundai, this is not an attack. They both have four wheels. They both have an engine. They both have a steering wheel. They both have a radio. it's the experience. Okay, so how can we all give a better experience to our clients, to our families, to our friends, to ourselves? Rule number 1. Show up. Show up. Can I give you great service if I don't show up?
No.
You guys want to see something fun? Here's an experiment that's going to attack some of you this morning. Do you get the same level of experience when I don't show up?
No.
Weird.
That was aimed at Christina, by the way.
That was aimed
I
at
was just gonna say, I might take that personally.
the thing is, like, people got to see you, got to be seen, got to show up, got to give experience, got to let people know you exist. So there's one thing, right? Sheldon gave you guys a really big ticket for August. Show up better. Show up differently. Show up more intentionally. Show up in a way that is going to expose the excellence that you bring to the market so that people can refer you to their friends, their families, their loved ones. Do you believe me when I tell you that there is a group of people out there that want nothing more than to see you succeed? There are people in your life that absolutely cheer for you and root for you no matter what you're doing. The same holds true for the opposite. That's fine. Those people can go kick rocks. I don't care. I'd rather have one cheerleader in a crowd of naysayers than have a bunch of fake ass people rooting me on. Because I know I'm showing up for that one person. So there's one thing. What else are you going to do differently in August to make yourself successful? Maybe participate in group discussions.
Well, for me, I'm having a lot more conversations. I've noticed a lot more of my leads are boomers, and I just so happened to do the real estate planner seminar, and I'm going to educate myself more on services for them, like 1031s and DSTs and trusts and stuff like that, because when I did door knock those neighborhoods, I offered them services they didn't know they needed. Like for instance, a man I door knocked, he was a landlord and he's retired, and he didn't know about DSTs and what they were, and he was like really interested in what they were. He's like, oh, maybe that's something I might want to do. And then a couple doors down, I knocked on the door of a widow. Her husband died and he had some properties, and she didn't know how to handle the renters. She didn't want to deal with them, but she wanted the income. I'm like, well, have you heard of a DST? She's like, no, but that's something I might want to do because my kids don't want to deal with the properties, but I want the income, the passive income. So she didn't know she needed that. So
What's a DST?
just solutions like that they didn't know they needed.
What's a DST? Oh yeah.
Oh, it's like an investment property. It's kind of like a it's kind of like how did I explain it? I'm not too great at it, but you buy like a big piece of a pie, say like an Amazon facility. So you go in as an investor and you get like a little slice of it. It's like mailbox money. You get like
a REIT?
Like a REIT.
REIT?
Yeah. Yeah.
Real
So,
estate investment trust.
yeah. Kind of ish.
But here's also, does she own the property that she wants to sell?
Yeah.
Sell or finance it.
Mm.
That's why you get the down payment and you get the monthly payments and the interest, and you're making exponentially more than you would just selling it outright.
Mm-hmm. So
But
yeah, just educate
that.
myself more on stuff like that because I'm not very strong on investments. So just
Yet.
learning more.
Yet.
And if she's a widow,
Yet.
advise her to talk to her CPA about her step-up basis as well.
Right. Stuff like that too.
So here's what I took away from that. You want to learn more so you can give more.
Mm-hmm.
Anyone else take away that lesson? is it may not be investors. It may not be, trying to do weird acronyms, DSCRs, REITs, LMNOPs, QRSs, TUVs, right? It might just be, I want to service a higher level clientele. I want to deal with land. I want to deal with property, ranches, luxury, whatever it is. How do we step into that role? Well, go back in time. How do we learn how to do something? Trial and error, education, mentorship. Either I'm reading about it, I'm struggling through it, or I'm following in someone else's footsteps. Do you want to do commercial? Well, find one of those avenues. Learn more so you can give more. What is on your learning plan for August? What is one thing you are going to dedicate time to in your calendar? This is a predisposed time block that you are not going to move so that you can learn a better skill, learn an ability, enhance an ability, right? Someone fire off the hip. What's something you're going to learn in August that you didn't know in July?
How to work with sellers.
There you go. How to work with sellers. Sheldon, I will email you. Text me later. I will email you my guide to working with sellers.
Yes.
Dan, can I share real quick?
Please do.
It's just we're gonna have a lot of unusual situations coming up with the boomers passing away. We got a lot of widows and they don't know what they're doing. But a couple days ago, I had a couple. He said, "Oh, I need to sell because I've gotten myself into some debt." And I was like, "Well, okay, I'd be happy to, sell your place, but where are you going to live?" And so we got Steve Lemons, your favorite lender, involved, and he was just able to. I'm not going to sell the house. I don't want them, to have to move. And he's going to finance their huge debt and get them out of debt and lower the payment by $900 because they're barely able to eat right now. So sometimes I just feel like doing the right thing, not selling their house, but kept them in their home. And I just hope other people would do the same. So wanted to share.
So there you go. Have a resource that you could bounce ideas off of. I've got this situation. Who can I lean in on? Right. Charles put in the chat, I've never closed a $3 million listing, but I imagine the process is much more involved. It's not. You need to know more about the house because usually $3 million houses have things that $100,000 houses don't. But the process, still the same. If you give $1 million service to a $300,000 property or a $3 million property, you're giving $3 million service, period.
That's what I shared with them. I was just curious to see what everybody thought of that question.
Yeah.
He goes, "Why should
I
I?"
didn't even look at your question, Jim. I just looked at the last one in there. I just saw Jim Fuller and ignored it.
It's fair.
So, homeowner with several properties asked if you could charge a percentage. Why would you just get paid more on a $3 million listing than $300,000 listing if the process is the same?
The same percentage for either.
The same percentage, the same cut of the pie. Well, here's the thing. The process is the same.
Mhm.
Are the expenses the same?
That's what I
No.
shared with them.
No. That's the question. You said the process the same. Yeah, process is the same. Sign the contract, get it marketed, navigate the contract, get it closed. Okay, well, I can tell you I spent about 10 times more on a $1 million listing than I do a $300,000 listing
Right.
because you've got to market it in different places. If someone's buying a $1 million property or $3 million property in this case, are they going to be searching the MLS for that or just see it pop up on Facebook? No, because those people aren't on Facebook. You're navigating publications that are going to be in front of those people. Have you ever seen a Rolls-Royce commercial?
No,
Why?
because they don't need to market. That's not their target market.
Not even that.
They don't watch TV.
The people who buy Rolls-Royces don't watch TV. I have seen plenty of Rolls-Royce commercials, also known as advertisements, in a magazine in an airport.
Mm-hmm.
So again, same process, different expense.
At the same time, you're not going to put a $200,000 home on the DuPont registry.
No, no, I'm not. All right. So we have show up differently in August, and we have learn more so we can give more. One more. What is something you're going to do differently in August that you didn't do in July to make yourself more successful?
Stay consistent with follow-up.
Okay.
Me
Elaborate.
too.
Elaborate.
I think that one thing that I've been working on is getting my systems in place. So after someone comes to an open house, I have gotten into the habit of like texting them. So they have my number immediately. But my follow-up has not been great at all. And I think that putting them on smart plans and whatnot is exactly what I need to do so I can follow up like long term.
Okay. Anyone want to elaborate on that? What'd you hear her say?
I think just being more like structured and organized with your
Okay.
follow-up system.
Structured, organized. Okay.
Staying in front of the clients.
Okay. Being out there, being seen. You know what I heard? Do more. In order to do more, are you going to need to be more structured?
Yeah.
Are you going to need to have systems and models?
Yeah.
Right. So far I've heard from you guys today some excellent points of value that you're going to do differently today moving forward for the rest of your lives. You're going to show up more. You're going to learn more so you can give more. And then you're going to do more. Do you think if you show up more, you give more, and you do more, you're going to have more?
Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't it wild how I kind of walk you guys right down these paths into smack right into a life lesson? I didn't do it. You did it. I may have set the groundwork and the footsteps and pushed you in that direction, but you guys came there on your own. Authorship is ownership, my friends. And if you say you're going to do something, you're more likely to do it. If I tell you to do something, you're not as likely to do it. Why is that? When are you accountable to me or to your coach, your accountability partner, whoever you report to? When are you accountable to them?
Always.
Wrong.
When I tell you I will be.
When we have a meeting,
Okay.
They're not.
Jim nailed it when I tell you, right? When I'm there. Christina nailed it when we're face to face, right? When we have a meeting. I'm accountable to you when I see you. That's why I think it's important to be seen by the people that are holding you accountable. Every one of you has a mirror. And unless you are a garlic-stricken vampire, when you look in that mirror, you are face to face with the person you are being held accountable by. Because if I tell you to do something, you might forget it. But in a week from now, when we have our meeting, you're going to be like, ah, shit, Dan told me to do this. But if you say, I'm going to do it, then the next time, Jess, when you look in the mirror, you're going to see the face of someone who said they're going to do something. And if you're not doing as you insisted in yourself would, who's to blame? Can you hide from yourself? No. So, what are you going to do differently moving forward? What are you going to do differently from today, August 5th, through the end of the month, and then build upon it so that when we talk about this in September and October and November and then December and then January 1st, the new me, new you looks completely different than it did today.
I'm going to stop hiding and being quiet in the background and show up more and talk more and participate more.
First lesson right there. First thing you need to do, show up more. My dad used to say this, the squeaky wheel gets the grease. Why is that? Well, if you point yourself out, you raise your hand, you call attention to yourself, you will draw attention. Now, if you call negative attention to yourself, what are you going to get?
Negative attention.
Yeah. But if I call happy attention to myself, guys, I'm out here saving people's lives. I'm out here changing people's future. Mara should share that story out to her spheres because I know somebody in your sphere knows somebody who might be in the same position. I just helped a friend of mine not sell their house. Does that not bring you into the story? Like, wait, what do you mean not sell their house? Here's the story. Educate. Show up more. Draw that positive attention. Can you draw positive attention by being in the back row?
Mm-mm.
All right, let's all go back to high school. If you went to a traditional high school, if you didn't, I'm sorry, that's probably why you're weird. So, real traditional high school, who sat in the back row?
Shy people.
The
With
shy
hot
people?
The people with hot Cheeto bags.
Hot Cheeto bags, right? Fucking Anthony Sotelo sat in the back row. It wasn't the shy. The shy people, you know where they sat, Audra?
In the front.
In the middle.
Oh, okay.
Because the shy people like to hide.
Yeah.
The back row was nothing but troublemakers. They weren't paying attention. They were drawing negative attention. They were throwing erasers at the substitute teacher. I'm just saying, I saw it myself, not that I did it. You can't prove nothing, shut your mouth. But if you don't show up in a positive way, can you give more and can you do more?
Mm-mm.
All right, so ask yourselves today and every day moving forward, are you showing up in the best possible light? I don't need you to sit in the front row, but I need you to raise your hand. I need you to come to class. I need you to show up. And if you're going to throw an eraser, give me a warning. All right? We will have an epic eraser battle. But the one thing that I can absolute guarantee without a doubt, without falter, without fail, is if you don't show up, nothing changes. So thank you for showing up. Not for me, not for everyone else on the call, but for yourself.
This guy also said he had my card since before COVID from door knocking a neighborhood for an open house. So that was pretty cool.
Because you showed up, didn't you? You showed up, you gave him that value, Miss Mara. And you've been showing up consistently for years. And it shows in your production. It shows in your referrals. And it shows in the people that are out there screaming your name from the top of their roofs that you're the best person to deal with.
Oh, thanks.
That is not by chance. That is by choice. My friends, I hope you learned something today that you can move forward in the rest of your lives in a better way. We are changing people here. Changing ourselves first. Let's go do something great. You were not put on this earth to just make it. Remember that. All right. I'll see you guys in the morning. It's exciting objection day. For those I don't know, like most of the people that don't have their cameras on, tomorrow when you show up, put in the chat where you're at so I know what office to give credit to you showing up to. Caitlin, what's your question?
Hi, I am making a TikTok. If anyone would like to be a part of it, I would love for you to be included. All I ask that you send me is a video clip of you 5 to 10 seconds long at some point during the day, just doing whatever you're doing. You can face it on you and be like, look, I am driving right now, so I'm not going to do that. Anyway.
I'm not going to lie.
I will put my...
I've already been attacked by this, and I did it, so you have to do it. And she's going to tag you. If you're on TikTok, she's going to tag you.
Thank you.
Too. I put her number in the chat. Her name is Caitlin Morales. Not Caitlin's iPhone. That's not her real name. Phone number is 910-265-0519. Who's going to send her a cool little 5-second video of doing nothing?
I already did.
Yeah, I sent mine the other day. I had one of the agents record me just sitting at my computer. Have fun with it, guys. Show up.
It's perfect.